Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the cafe. I hope you are all doing well tonight. Thank you very much, Nova and Jordan, for the raids. As we get started, I just realized I was shrimping really hardcore, so I gotta fix that real quick. Oh, ouch. You can see the amount of shrimping because my model is on my tippy toes. I've gained height. No, I haven't. Anyway, I promise there's nothing wrong with the game audio, it's just when you tab out of it, the audio stops. So the thing that's wrong is that I keep, tapping out. Anyway. As always, I hope we're all doing well. It is Wednesday, my dudes. It is What the Heck Wednesday. Right here we've got Love is in the Small Things. A game done by an artist that I follow on Twitter and whose art I enjoy very much. I don't really know how to pronounce it. Like, how are you supposed to pronounce P with 3 U's NG? It's probably Korean. I'm pretty sure it's Korean. Oh, I've accidentally made myself angry. God damn it. I keep forgetting that's a thing that I need to fix. Oh well. We'll get there when we get there. Anyway, she does this wonderfully cute and sweet art. Usually of this couple that we're looking at right here, which you cannot see because I'm in the way. These two. Now, I don't know if this is supposed to be like a representation of her and her partner, or if it's just like characters that she's come up with, but they're very sweet. Like, they're always doing cute stuff together. If you want to go check it out, like, I put her at in the chat. And if you go to my Twitter, the last thing that I posted before the stream startup was a post of hers, like her most recent post that she did before Valentine's Day. Yeah, it's been a busy couple of days. Not necessarily for me, but there's been a lot of celebratory crossover. Yesterday, Fat Tuesday, Mardi Gras, as well as, it's the beginning of the Lunar New Year, beginning of Ramadan. So big crossovers happening. Well, already happened, I suppose, but still. Lots of things going on for lots of people. Why is my head not where I want it to be? There, that's better. Anyway. Mr. Barista actually got me this. Because I found out that it was, a thing. That it was a game that was available, not just... it's available on mobile, but it's also available on Steam, which is how we've got it. And, Mr. Barista got it for me. So I figure, not only is it just after Valentine's Day, it's also the day after the anniversary of our, excuse me, I got the hiccups, engagement. So, what better way to celebrate than by having love in the small things? Episode 1. Love is the first day we met. Do you remember? What's this? Oh, look at that. Menu. Yeah, as we go through and unlock everything, there's 34 different things. All kinds of pictures and art that I think we can download afterwards. Oh wow, look at that. You can even open it up and just play the music by the looks of it. I don't know if this is available anywhere else. Yep, the bunch of pictures and other art. There's 288 of those, as opposed to just the 34 from the puzzles we'll be solving. Yep, here we go. Probably little clips of things. Settings. Language, English. Sound effects, background music. Oh, random. Screen resolution, reset. I think that's it, other than quitting. So let's get started. Do you remember that time? She also does all kinds of cute sound effects like that in her videos. We got the Doki Doki heartbeat shit. Love is you reaching the top shelf and getting a book down for me. Love is. Oh! She did a little sketch of him and left it in there. Or did she just do it for herself and accidentally left it in there as a bookmark? Yep, where is the drawing? Okay, so this is... I think it's relatively a basic, just a hidden object, point and click. We just gotta find all the hearts that are in the picture. And I have to try not to accidentally spill tea everywhere. With moderate levels of success. Biscuits. No, instead of spilling tea everywhere, I'm just gonna drop whatever I'm holding. Somehow, I will also fumble my mouse, even though it's on the table. Even though it's on my desk. Yeah, so every one we click on, it fills it in with a little bit of watercolor. A little painting kind of deal. And I'm sure there's like probably plenty of references and things. Oh, this is so cute. It really is Nova. Like I said, she does art and posts it on Twitter. So the last thing I posted before my going live post is one of, like I said, her most recent post. Like I said, she's Korean, I believe. So I assume that, or rather, I saw on her website there's like some kind... Things are on hold because of Lunar New Year stuff. Because, like, you can order prints and books and things like that. I think... I had a train of thought and then I lost it. The day first we met. Do you remember? I hope I didn't accidentally skip anything. I just clicked and it went on. Move on to the next one. Oh, so it's not just hearts. We also have to find... So it shows us on the bottom what we gotta look for. Looks like we got numbers this time. I like how they stand out a bit, but not necessarily too much, like the one here in the bookshelf. The 4 down here in the corner. Things like that. 2. You probably don't get in trouble for not like clicking it. Oh. You get a big X that's yelling at you. Like, there's nothing here. What are you doing? Now, this is also the part where I frankly admit that I haven't always been the greatest at whoops. Had to tab out for something and then it put me in the pause menu. I love that. That resume. Never been the greatest at hidden number kind of, not hidden number, but hidden picture kind of deals. So if I'm not seeing something and you think it's obvious, leave me to it until I ask for help. I'll get there eventually. This is what it seems like. This one is like it does the little splatters and then it fills in. So any spaces where there's a big enough gap, I think it seems like that would be the place to look. And that sort of worked out here. Whoa, be careful. You almost fell while taking out a book from the high shelf. We got letters this time. Take this L. L for love in this case. Oh, that one was tricky. The U was upside down. I found this one a little bit easier just because they stuck out a little bit better in my eyes. I imagined going on a walk with you. You were always on my mind. And now we're back in the library. And we're back to finding hearts. Only 8 this time. Does this count as one? Oh, it did, actually. I wasn't sure if it was just like a... not background type deal, but... whether or not it would count. Oh, that was a little... nice little detail. You could see in the cinematic thing before, it said be quiet in the library, but this time, before I clicked on it, it was... the heart was covering the be quiet. I read the book that you picked. Now we got all kinds of things to find. Got like a little cup, cobweb, little pouty ass cat, tea kettle, car. That didn't even look that hidden to me. It looked like a plant that should have been there in the first place. I imagined meeting and talking with you. I couldn't imagine anything better. Oh, we're having a bath about it. Do any of these tiny hearts count? Oh my god, they do. It's like I didn't think they wouldn't, but at the same time, the fact that they did. Oh, I love the purples on this one. Ooh. A night where I could only think of your smile. Felt that? Oh, we got this wallpaper. Okay. Coincidence or fate? I knew we'll meet again. Whoops. Did not mean to go back. She's still thinking about him. Okay, but the fact that he tried was cute as hell. Also, I agree, Nova. That purple was absolutely beautiful. Never mind the fact that it's... Whoops, we're not looking for hearts this time. We're looking for numbers. That purple is one of my favorite colors. Couldn't you tell? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Desk, for doing that. I saw you passing by. Okay, now we're looking for hearts. This seems to be one of those games that's more... less of a game and just like a quick little experience to have. Nice little story. You know, it's not too hard. Not too easy. I mean, it's kind of hard if you have not the greatest pattern recognition, like I don't. Cat, show me the heart. I love how I was just sitting here saying that it's not really that hard. And now I'm just like, huh? Wonder what's that? Oh, that's the hint. Okay. May or may not have needed it. Oh well. You guys couldn't see it because it was behind my head. So, meh. I approached you carefully with a beating heart. I mean, I would hope so. What are we looking for this time? Nah, I still saw it behind that. Shh, no you didn't. Let me be bad at things. I believe right now this game is on sale. Like, I think... when we go to break, I'll have to... I did not mean to click there. When we go to break, I'll go to the store page and, the cat isn't even hiding. He's just right there, bruh. I'll go to the store page and check it out, but I believe it's still on sale for, like, $5.99. I knew we'll meet again. Because, like, as a game, it's not necessarily the hardest thing. But it's a cute little experience, plus you get to download all this cool art, so you're supporting an artist about it. catch all these L's. Kind of reminds me of After Love. Maybe a bit. We fell so deeply into the conversation that ended up in the wrong way. At least that's what I assumed you were talking about. I assumed you were talking about After Love because I can kind of see that too. Something about the art style really is reminiscent of it. Maybe it's something in the facial stylings. Damn girl, how the hell did you get a huge ass tub and where can I get one? I don't know, maybe she just got lucky with apartment hunting. Well, she's gonna have to have a huge ass tub so they can have a cute little cozy bath together. Eventually. Love is not only in the small things, it's in the gigantic bathtub. Is my heart beating from the fragrance of the flowers or from the anticipation of seeing you again? I guess we'll find out. More hearts. I imagined us growing closer. Sweet episode 2. First date. I'm so happy to meet him soon. Mood. One thing I love about these two is that they're both just so mutually affectionate about each other. Like, they both have all the feelings and everything, and they show it. But anyway, that's the ad break. We'll be right back. I'm gonna go check out the store for that. It would help if I would stop opening things that don't need to be opened. Alrighty. We are back. I fucked up my face again. God damn it. Anyway. Hi. Hello, we're back. So in the chat there, I put the link to the Steam store page for the game. Normally it is, oh god, I just had it and I've lost it. Normally it is $9.99, so it's like $10 USD. But right now it is on sale for $5.99, so 40% off. But that only lasts until 12 hours from now. Just about. So if this is something you're thinking about, I would jump on it sooner rather than later. And you know what? I'm going to chill about it now before I forget. I don't know if I will forget. I probably won't, but that's beside the point. Right now on Steam, there is an entire Ace Attorney Complete Series pack. It has all of the collections. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy, which we're still working on playing through. The Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy. The Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. The Duology. The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Another duology. All these. That's like 10 games. That's 10 games altogether right now on sale for like $60. That's like $6 per game. And for how much time I've put into even just the first series, the first trilogy on its own, like, let me check that. I have put over 120 hours into the first trilogy on its own. That's only 3 of 10 games there. That's hundreds of hours of entertainment. You can't beat it. I mean, you could if you're not into it, but that's beside the point. Anyway, there's that shill, which I will probably do again tomorrow when we're actually playing Ace Attorney. Let's get back to this. We gotta find numbers. That's not a number, but it really looked like a letter for a minute there. Really had me thrown off. I thought it looked like a sideways D there. Sideways D's nuts, am I right? No. I'll see myself out. But yeah, like I said, for this, whether it's $6 or $10, I'd say it's worth it. If not for gameplay, but if only to support a wonderful artist. But what should I wear? More numbers. I like the little tea kettle she's got going there. You know, I probably totally could change the music to something else, but I'm really liking what we've got going. Even if it's just been like the same one sort of looping. I have no complaints, but if y'all want me to change it up to a different one, we can check out and check it out and see what they've got. Or you can go and get it yourself and check out the music yourself. Not what I meant to click, but okay. Not even sure what I did mean to click, but I can tell you it wasn't that. That was a sneaky one. That was a sneaky snake. All the patterns and stuff on this rug were throwing me off. I did not mean to do that. Who am I kidding? I totally meant to do that. I wanted to do that. Because I couldn't find it. And I didn't want to sit here all day. I'm so happy to meet him soon. I like that there's no actual penalty for anything. Like, I'm here for a cute story. And for good art. Totally thought that was something. I mean, it is something. It's just not what's on the list of things to find. One thing I do like about this is it's sort of like a sketch. Like, I like the sketchy style of it, and then as you fill in the details, it becomes more finished. I do like that. Like, you can see the sketchiness from, like, here's what it will... Like, here's how it's gonna get filled in, kind of. And then you click on something, and then it becomes filled in. I am a fan of that. Oh. I see you. I've dreamed of this moment for a long time. Back to hearts. Back to hearts. I like how that one heart basically completely filled them both in. Like, except a very tiny bit up top. I also like how the artist sort of puts, not sort of, but puts her signature in, like, every single piece that she does in some place or another. Like, whether it was in the library on the spines of the books or as a shop sign or, you know, anything like that. Oh, wow. Love is in the small things, and it's also in me looking too into tiny details and not seeing the bigger picture. We walked together. Right? More hearts. A happy night. Late night eating a snack at some restaurant, falling completely into your words. Well, desk, I'm sorry that wasn't what you ordered. What would you like instead? Well, you get that sorted out. We'll continue on. To numbers. Can't help but wonder if there's some There probably is some kind of significance to the numbers, and I just don't know what it is. I want tea. Regular, boring, Earl Grey. Well, the good news is if you want that, like, for real, we have that. It's in the big tea bag. It's one of the big loose leaf bags that we got. So if, for real, if that's what you want, go make it yourself. I'm a little busy here. Oh, you know what I haven't had in a hot minute that sounds really good? A London fog. It's basically a tea latte with Earl Grey tea, lavender flavor, and milk. There's one place in town that I've been to that makes it really well. I haven't been there in a while, so maybe I'll have to go and pick one up sometime. A thought at sunset. I think about you, even when you're not there. Let's see, how many episodes are there? I think you get a wallpaper for each episode that you do. So I think that must mean there's 34. 32. Whether or not this last one's anything. And I don't know how many of these, because the last couple of them had 6, but this one has 7. So we'll just keep going for a bit. I love how I mentioned, going to a cafe. And that's exactly what they did. It's a sign. I must go there. Tomorrow, even. No, probably not. Well, maybe. I guess we'll see. It is one of my favorite local cafes. So I suppose that's not saying much because there are, like, 2, like, cafes, places that do, like, coffee, tea, and stuff like that. And they're both, like, right around the corner from each other. They're on, they're a block away from each other. And I like them both for different reasons. Like, one of them, I hesitate to use the word hippie, but it's definitely got that more free spirit kind of vibe. Lots of holistic things, like certain add-ons you can put in your drink. Like, I like certain drinks that they have, and I also have a particular affinity for that one because a friend of mine from college, her and her long-term partner, they own it and operate it. Like, her partner's mom used to run it, and now they run it. And it's a very near and dear place to me, because it's also where we had... God damn it, I looked right at it. It's also where we had my, engagement party. Also, hello, Raiders! Hello, BMO. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the cafe. The Opus Arcade has arrived, batons raised and controllers locked in. We don't need controllers for this game. This is point and click. With a mouse. But hello, everybody. My name is Barista. I am your friendly cafe running variety VTuber. I say variety because there's like 2 days of the week I never know what I'm doing, and the other 2 days we do visual novels. Right now we are in the middle of the 3rd Ace Attorney game, which, if that's something you've been wanting to get into, it is on, the entire collection is on sale on Steam right now. $60 for all 10 Ace Attorney games. So, can't go wrong with that if you've been looking to get into it. Or if you want to just, like, try out the first trilogy and see where you're at, it's only $10. I need a good cup of joe. That cake hits. Yes, we do have... Well, frankly, I feel like it wouldn't be a good cafe if it didn't have some kind of sweet treats. So, yes, we've got that. Got that on hand for you. Oh, Silver's over here, touting me as the one who makes a bomb-ass strawberry cake. I mean, yes. You know, I'm not even gonna be humble about it. I do make a good-ass strawberry cake. I watched Game Grumps play Ace Attorney, and it was so funny. Yeah, even without Dan and Aaron doing it, they have... The games themselves have their own... lend themselves to a good... They're funny in their own right. Right. Haha. So if you're into visual novels and sort of mystery type of stuff, I would highly suggest that. Or, if you don't want to play that and you'd rather watch somebody else do it, somebody who isn't like the Game Grumps or something, you can check me out. Oh, thank goodness you know Game Grumps. I'm in a safe place. Well, yes. I went and saw them live twice. And I went and saw NSP in concert when they were near me last year. So you are very much in a safe place for that. Yeah, fun fact, the first time I went and saw them live, my now sister-in-law went to the same show. And we didn't know it, but we were both there. And we only found out about it later after we met. And then the second time I went and saw it, we went together. So that was fun. That was fun. Anyway, enough about me. Bimo, what were you up to? Feel free to pop off in the chat about what you were up to. Were you playing Ori again? I popped in a little bit earlier, but I honestly don't remember. Why does his name sound familiar? Are you thinking of Bimo from Adventure Time? Or are you thinking of him as a person I have actually told you about? No. I have told you of this person, yes. But yeah, circling back, today is Wednesday, or it was Wednesday when we started, so I do a segment, a stream I call What the H Wednesday, where I take a... Well, it's part of the variety part of it. Today, it was I take a game from my Steam library that I haven't played before, and we get into that and play that for a little while. With it being just after Valentine's Day, and also the day after the anniversary of my engagement to Mr. Barista, I figure it was a perfect time for a game called Love is in Small Things. It's a point-and-click hidden object type game. Every object you find, it fills in a little bit of the picture. You find the whole picture, you get some cute art out of it. Right now, it is also on sale for $6. That sale ends tomorrow. Normally, it's $10. It's not particularly difficult gameplay-wise, unless you're me and not very good at hidden object type things. But not only are you paying for the gameplay, as limited as it is, you're also paying for all the cool art. I also feel it pertinent to mention that Mr. Barista did in fact get me this game. So, love is in the air here. But all the art was done by... Yes, you did! You very specifically got it for me last week, Mr. Barista. You wasted her time? He's not wasting my time. I know you're just messing. But yeah, in the pinned message in the chat is the link to the Steam page, as well as the Twitter name of the artist who did all the art for this game, which is probably available on the Steam page anyway. Oh, desk, it's okay. It's fine. So let's get on with it. BMO, if you or anybody else have to raid and run, by all means, feel free to do so. You gotta go get something to drink, you know, get something to eat, go to the bathroom, go to bed, take your meds, whatever you gotta do. You go do that. Take care of yourself. I do appreciate you bringing everybody and stopping by. Or if you wanna stick around and see what this game is actually about instead of listening to me yap about it for 5 minutes straight, we can do that too. Together is best. We hold hands as we walk down the streets. Yeah, so sometimes the hidden objects that we have to find vary. Sometimes they are like actual objects, like you can see here. Sometimes they're hearts, sometimes they're numbers. And everything you click on gives a little splatter of life to the picture. And then once we find them all, the whole image will come together. Right behind me down here is a little hint button. It seems infinite use. I've already used it a couple of times because, like I said, I'm not good at these. And you don't really get penalized for clicking a wrong thing. It'll just... your cursor will turn into an X and be like, eh. We found a nice cafe. I'll look for a bit while I'm brushing my teeth. Very important. You do that. I appreciate you stopping by and hanging out. There we go. I apologize for what seems like the audio cutting out. It's just when I tab out of the game, it just stops it. Now, I don't know if we can actually set it. Right, background music. Well, right now it's set to random, but I think we've just been looping. Let's go with this one because we're doing a thing about rain right now. Some more variety of objects. And I think I said, but for those of you who weren't here for it, I don't know if this music is available somewhere else. like on some kind of streaming service like Spotify or anything like that. I frankly have not had the chance to look. Why is there a camel? Sir, you don't belong here. Or maybe you do. Who am I to tell a camel where he can and can't be? He's a canmel, not a cantmel. Yeah, whenever you click a wrong area, it just ding, gives you a little X. No big deal. And it'll highlight the little area that you need to click on for when you need a little help finding something. Again, no big deal. There's no penalty. There's no rush. I was looking right at it. It's just a chill game with good art. We're just gonna be playing through it for a little while. The day I saw your eyes, I lost interest in the sun. Konstantin Sumov. Move on to the next one. Okay, so here's one with hearts. This guy's butt is a heart, but it's going the wrong way. Maybe we should have left it there. It made him all caked up. And now he's not. That's probably a bit rude of us. Does this count as a separate one? It does. Sometimes when they're in close little clusters like that, they don't count as separate ones, but those two did. Nice weather today. Let's at least get started on this next one before the ad break hits. More object variety. Okay, so we can't change the music from here, which is perfectly fine. That doesn't go there. Sir, why are you in a restaurant? No wonder he's so fat. He's in a restaurant. He's a fat cat. He's very cute, though. I like him. I think part of what throws me off with like hidden object games is sometimes they change the direction of them. But we'll think about that while we watch these ads. We'll be right back. Alrighty. You know, maybe I should just pause before I tab out. And then the game wouldn't pause when we come back. That would make sense. We don't do that here. We make drinks. We make cafe-themed drinks. We make boba that apparently nobody wants because it constantly gets thrown at my head. Anyway, before we stepped out, I was complaining about hidden object games and how sometimes they change the rotation of things. So, like, even though I'm expecting it to be pointed one specific direction, by the time I finally see it, it's not. Oh my god. Or it's just huge and staring me in the face. Doodling on the restaurant table. We came to a restaurant where we can doodle on the table. This is the best. Hey, I like the boba. I like the boba too. That's one of the other things that my preferred cafe in town has. They do boba. There's also a whole other restaurant, a whole other place that does like exclusively boba and teas like that. Not what I wanted to hit. I wanted to change the song. I wanted this one. I need to find a way to set up other throwing drinks and it just randomizes what gets thrown. I mean, there's probably something for that, but I'm perfectly fine with just the boba. Back to finding numbers. I said it before, but I'll say it again. If there is significance to what the numbers are, I don't know what they are, or what it is. And I don't know if maybe she posted about it on her website, or anywhere. Or if it was just a thing to do. Like, you know what we haven't done in a minute? Numbers and shit. I like up here on the shelf, there's a picture of the two of them. I was about to say, and by we, I mean me, because I'm a gremlin like that. Yes. Yes, you are. Hydrate and a stretch. I can do that. You can tell I'm doing that because I'm on my tippy toes again. For hydration tonight, we've actually got some tea, some David's tea. From the advent calendar, this year's holiday advent calendar. Today's flavor, I think, was called Sleigh Ride. Some kind of fruit infusion. It's pretty good. I'll borrow of imagination what reality will not give me. Charlotte Bronte, Shirley. This is the last one for this episode. And we're back to hearts. Nothing wrong with that. If anything, it makes it all come full circle. Love is in small things. Love is small and in all the things. Mobile game. We sit on the sofa together and play mobile games. We find happiness even in the smallest of things. Earlier I was hanging out in Chaz's chat, found a way to do something with Mix It Up that she has wanted to do for a while but couldn't find how to do it. Oh, gotcha. I'm sure you can figure it out. If you want to, that is. Episode 5, Picnic. In front of the library, we had lunch. I left a note in that book in the library. I never forget the moment. I just found that. I replied a note there too. Library's main entrance, 12 p.m. I prepared a lunchbox. Have a nice picnic. I can't want to remember the program name that you use for your model. The program I use to have my model up and everything, I use Vignon. I use Vignon, but do I actually know how to use it? Not really. I vaguely know how some things work. And I have some things that vaguely work. Good night, BMO. Thanks again for stopping by. Hope you have a good one. Looking forward to popping in next time you stream. Silver says goodnight. Good night, Silver. Hope you both have a good night. Thanks for hanging out and stopping by. I will. In front of the library, we had lunch. And Nova, it's exactly what it says on the tin. Vignon. You know, like a cat. Nyan. We're back to letters. I'm a big fan of this waterfront scene. Oh, look at that, with the stars in the water and everything. Look, I lost the fight with my dysgraphia in 6th grade. What do you want from me? I mean, I knew that. I had no expectations. Love makes one little room and everywhere. By John Donne. No, I 100% figured when spelling entered the conversation there would be a comment about your dysgraphia. So, yeah. More letters. Speaking of dysgraphia. Cat always seems to have something. Whether or not it's the cat himself that we find or are looking for, the cat always has something. Well, maybe not always, but he seems to have something, like, every time. Aha! I got it. I do love nothing in the world so well as you. Is that not strange? By William Shakespeare. From Much Ado About Nothing. More letters. You know, I just thought of something. I doubt it's the right answer. But you know, you write something to somebody you love and care about. Love letters. Love is in the small things. Love letters everywhere. Like I said, that probably ain't it, but it would be funny and cute if it was. I wonder if it's different in, like, the different language versions. Like, the subtitles would be different, of course. But I wonder if the things you're supposed to be finding are different. Like, if they're different characters. Like I said, I know the artist is Korean. So whether or not she originally did this with, like, Korean characters in mind. Time for looking at you while drinking a cup of warm coffee. God, that is one of my favorite pastimes with Mr. Barista. Or at least looking in his general direction, because he's usually not looking at me. Oh, we got bike riding. Fun fact, I can't ride a bike. I never learned how. I got a bike when I was maybe 6 or 7, as a gift from my grandma. And my mom did not have the patience to teach me, even though it had training wheels. So we only tried like once where she tried to teach me how to ride a bike, and I was basically deemed a lost cause. And the bike was then passed down to my cousins. So, yeah, I don't know how to ride a bike. Bicycle. Ting-a-ring. We ride bikes down the streets. I figure at this point in my life, I lack the balance on my own feet. Balance on wheels is probably not gonna happen. Also, finding a bike that would actually fit and hold my frame. Like, at this point, even if it was something I wanted to do, it's too much of an investment. If that makes sense. Too much investment, not enough reward, I think. Like, especially since where I live, we have, you know, pretty decent winter weather. So it's not like I could really bike anywhere in the winter. I mean, I could if I was actually good at it. Probably. I do see some people who bike around the town where I work. And you know what? More power to them. Like, if I had a bike and I could ride it anywhere, I probably would if Mr. Barista needed the car, like, drop me off in the morning, and then I'd bike across town from one job to the other if I could. If I was fast enough. Which I don't think I would be. Fast and me are not two words that go together. Board game. A terrifying game to decide who will do the dishes. Better focus. The fact that it's like Jenga, I love it. Working overtime at night. Shall we meet after work? Man, it's doing numbers. Would you like to have dinner with me? I'm sorry, I'm going to work late tonight. Given that the writing on the screen is in English, could you come out for a second? I'm inclined to believe that it was written in English with the English characters in mind. Thank you. It's not exactly dinner, but maybe a little sweet treat to help keep him going. Random objects yet again. I like her little doll. I suppose if you pay extra hard attention during the cinematic, you can also see some of the differences. Like right away. Like the thing on her lap, the thing on the wall, things like that. If you're an eagle-eyed observer, which I am not. I have said it before, I will continue to say it as long as I am playing this game. I'm not good at seeing and visualizing such things. But I do like that it fills in so that way there's sort of a process of elimination type deal. Shall we meet after work? Look at all these numbers. But based on what we've seen, it looks like she works as an architect. And he works in some kind of science-based thing. I could not begin to tell you what any of this means. Mathematician, I am not. I am just a barista. I don't know shit about numbers. Well, that's not quite true. I know some things about numbers. I know 1 + 1 is 2. Generally, once you start throwing the alphabet in there, I'm out. I'm tapping out. Chad, I'm a level with you. I don't even know what this is supposed to be. Is it a pillow? I guess it was a pillow. It sort of looked like a pillow. Pillow for getting nice and cozy. Sounds nice. Okay. I did not see that for what it was. For some reason, I thought it was like a paintbrush and not a candle. I have to work all night. Still, I feel better hearing your voice. Yeah, one point I was mentioning earlier about these comics and the art and all that is that the two characters are so mutually affectionate toward each other. Like, they both get equally excited to see and hear from each other. Like, in the various videos and clips that she posts on her Twitter. Like, they may have different ways of expressing it, but their admiration for each other is very, very clear. I knew it was going to be somewhere like that. I could listen to you talk forever. And we're back to hearts. I like the hearts the best because they're a consistent design. That's what makes them relatively easy to find, and for me, they stick out better in my mind. We walked through the narrow alley with our hands put inside your warm pocket. Ah. More hearts. In front of the cafe, we stood there talking with our coffee and takeout cups. And yet again, more hearts. Definitely not complaining. Autumn River. We watched the river flow by without a word. Let's come here next autumn, too. Amusement park. We went to an amusement park. Exactly what it says on the tin. Shall we go to the amusement park this weekend? I should have said no. I'm fine now. I was gonna say maybe the merry-go-round is more her speed. Alrighty, random objects. There's even a chancla. Why is there a pony here? Oh, found the chancla. That's a lantern. It's just stylized. We'll be hitting an ad break soon. We should be done with this one before then. I really hope so, otherwise that'll be embarrassing as heck. Now we got this. Even if I didn't think I did, I've got the hint button right there. Ha. Gotcha. We went to an amusement park. Oh, here's the merry-go-round, the carousel. Yeah, like I said, the writing on the, like in the little cutscene bits, it is in English. So maybe this was done originally in English? I don't know. Like I said, the artist herself is Korean. I don't know if she would do it like in Korean or in English first. Like one before the other. I don't know. I'm just a barista. I am not multilingual. I'm barely bilingual depending on the day and who you ask and what you need. I know exactly enough to freak out French-speaking people when they're talking smack in front of me. And they think I don't know. And even if I don't know, saying something back at them in French freaks them out enough to make them regret it. We rode a merry-go-round. And we went to ads. So we'll be right back. And we're back. What's with the maniacal giggling, Nova? Oh, is it the stuff you sent me? I will have to look into that at some point. I found a way. Okay. I knew you would. Proud of you. I know how to do it. Hell yeah. Variety of objects. I didn't think the lantern was supposed to be all the way up there, and I was right. I love it when a plan comes together. You know what I don't love? When I accidentally tab out of the game. But, would not be me if I didn't. Well, it's not exactly a chancla, but we've got another shoe out there. That horse had a bit of a sweet tooth. Aha. Never lose a chance of saying a kind word. William Thackeray. Vanity Fair. So I'm thinking maybe we'll at least make it to the end of episode 8. See how we're feeling when we get there. Because right now we're on 7. Thinking it'll probably take us to just about the next ad break. We'll burn that bridge when we get to it. Whenever you come close, I burst into giggles. I can't get enough. God dang it. That was the sound of me accidentally tabbing out of the game again. Yeah, so we're still in episode 7 right now. Like I said, I think we'll get at least to the end of episode 8, and we'll see how we're doing. Because I think part of my whole thought for what the H Wednesday, when it is me actually doing something from my Steam library, not only trying something new for myself, but also giving you guys a little taste of it. So if it is end up being something that you do want to do, like you can get through in not a terribly long amount of time. So like doing the first however many episodes in like a couple of hours. I mean, you guys could breeze through it faster than that. Or you could take your time and really look at the scenery some more. I don't know. That'd be if you decide to do this. We dream in our waking moments and walk in our sleep. Nathaniel Hawthorne in The Scarlet Letter. Back to numbers. Oh, they must be in Paris. The Eiffel Tower is all the way back there. Dans quel arrondissement sont-vous? Je ne sais pas. Before it gets dark. We held hands and walked on a rooftop before it got dark. I like this moment. The color of the sky somehow makes my heart go pit-a-pat. Mine too. It's also interesting when I go to the Steam, like my library page, you get an achievement for every chapter that you clear. And just to see the exponential drop in like how many people have completed the different chapters. It's like it's linear progression. It's not like you're bouncing around. But only almost 88.9% of people have actually completed the first episode. Whereas episode 7, the one we just finished, only 48.2% of players have done it. Episode 8. Oh yeah, this one has 9 on it. But it'll take a little longer. Your favorite music, your scent. I wanted you to listen to this song. Have I seen you before? No, never. I want to recommend you a music. I like this music. You are so pretty. Pardon me one moment. There we go. Apologies. And yes, Nova, they are so adorable. It smells so good. This time we've probably got pictures from the record store and the train or the bus. Hi, cat. Do you have something? The cat did have something. I was right. The letters over here keep throwing me off. Because I just want to sit here and be like, oh, there it is. No. Not after letters this time. We're after numbers and shit. It was right next to the... Oh, I'll see myself out. What kind of music do you like? More numbers. One and there's the one. This looks like a straw more than a shelf thing. Ah. I wanted you to listen to this song. Let's see what we got. I think we'll go with that one. Back to items. There's another chunk left. Okay. Found the chunk left. I don't know what it is, but like the specific way that the guitar is being played in this one, it's really evoking certain, like it again. It's just the instrument itself. It's really evoking some sounds of the soundtrack of Transistor, another Supergiant game. They fooled me before with the the pepper in the hair trick. We bought music albums we recommended to each other. That's a cute little date idea. Go somewhere, like go to a music store or something with your partner. Find something you'd recommend that you would want them to listen to, and you get it for each other. It's cute as shit. I'm here for it. Yo, Mr. Barista, we should do that sometime. I know there is a record store in like the relatively nearby. Like it's a few towns over. I think there's a couple other ones around, but there's a one in particular I'm thinking of. We're back to hearts. Happy little moment indeed. Problem poor Mr. Barista would suffer in this scenario. He's already shown me music from one of his favorite bands, and I already got him all of the vinyls for them. So he couldn't do that. He'd have to pick a different band that he likes or something. I drowsed off and leaned slightly on his shoulder. Couldn't be me. I just full send, just whomp, ragdoll on poor Mr. Barista. More objects. Café. It must be at her place or something because it's got her little plushie. Sir, why do you got a bowl on your neck? I know bowl cuts are a thing, but that's not how that works. That's not how any of this works. Pardon me. I've been bamboozled. Bamboozled by my own eyes. Which is not hard to do. Oh, I should have known there'd be something in her hair again. Clay craft. They make some clay crafts with their hands. Like kids, the two dived into crafting fun and he started whining. I can't do this. It's too difficult. It doesn't have to be perfect. Look. More objects. I think part of my problem also is I don't necessarily take the time to get a feel for the objects that I'm looking for before I just dive right in. It's like if I took a minute to actually look and see really lock in. If I did that, it would probably make it a lot easier. But I don't. Hence why my brain makes it like 5 times harder than it needs to be. Sing me a pretty song. She sings terribly out of tune and rhythm, but even so, she is lovable. Mr. Barista would probably say the same thing about me singing in the shower. Back to hearts, back to hearts. I'm counting that one as the cat having one. Cat always has one. Pardon me. Yeah, with the pure number of yawns, I think we might do to call it after this. At that hour when the sky is dyed yellow, we would often read books. More objects. Okay, well. This music is really just so nice. I might have to find it somewhere else. Because it's relatively nice and chill to help you lock in. That's the kind of thing you like. We're in the same space but enjoying different things. Oh my god, that's one of my favorite fucking things. Just existing together in the same space. You don't have to be doing the same thing or doing anything together. It's just the cohabitation, the comfort of sharing the space together. I eat that shit right up. Now I love and will love, but do not be afraid of too much expression on my part. Elizabeth Gaskell, North and South. That's episode 8. Episode 9 goes all the way up to 9 again. But if the achievements, which it looked like they did, if they pop up where you get one for every chapter or every episode that you complete, then there are 31, which we sort of saw earlier anyway. So I think we made it, a quarter of the way through. Frankly, I would say that's a really solid place to stop. Because, we could keep going, but I kinda don't want to. Because we've hit a nice round number, a nice good stopping point. And me, I just eat that shit right up. Give me a nice round number to finish shit off on. I am here for it. So we're gonna call it a night here. Ooh. Why do I do that? In this case, why do I do that? The that in question is accidentally hitting the browse tab instead of the following tab on Twitch. Let's see what we've got. Now, you know what? We're gonna continue from one banger music to other banger music. We better get in there. We're gonna go say hi to Jay. Jay is playing Deltarune for the first time. I'm assuming for the first time because she said starting a new game today. So I don't know if that means it is. Oh, let me check. Yep, Deltarune for the first time. No spoilers or backseating. Perfect. We're gonna go say hi to Jay. Here's our raid message. And yeah. We're gonna go say hi, hang out, listen to some baller music. Toby Fox, you absolute mad lad. But yeah, Jay's great to hang out with. She does art, she does just chatting, she's fresh off a subathon. She's just all around good people. And thank you all very much, as always, for stopping by, hanging out. Thank you all, everybody. If you showed up for a raid and you stayed, I appreciate that. For any amount of time that you spent here, I appreciate. Until next time, eat food, drink water, take your meds, get some rest, and we'll see ya.